goal. That is a dream goal.
They found it. They finally found the goal they were looking for.
What a finish that is. Do not scratch your eyes. This is really happening.
Hello and welcome to another Game in Frame broadcast. I'm Keandre Batodier here to bring you some Cosmopolitan Soccer League action. This afternoon at Randall's Island, we have New York Galicia taking on Stal Mielec, New York in a Division II clash. Both Galicia in third and Stal Mielec in fifth sit on 23 points, just 3 points off the league leaders, making this a massive six-pointer in what has become a nail-biting title race. If you want to take a look at the league table at the time, Galicia, as I said, are in third on 23 points, but they do have a game in hand off the league leaders, Vibe FC. So the game today can put them level at the top. And Stal Mielec down in fifth are also on 23 points, so they're going to want to grab this one as well as they make some distance for the playoff spots. We'll be back shortly with kickoff, and thank you for watching Game in Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish, flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And we're back here on Game & Frame just moments before kickoff. Both teams taking the field, preparing to go to battle in a momentous matchup in this Division II title race. For your viewing pleasure, New York Galicia are going to be in the red kit with the navy blue shorts, playing from right to left to start the game, and Stal Mielec in the white top and royal blue shorts. The refs just spoke to the captains, and both teams look ready to set off. And here we are little bit of a mishap maybe, right before kickoff. The ref sorting out the discrepancy. Looks like the keeper does have to change the kit. Trying to avoid a color clash here. And the keeper is retaking the field, now donning a blue kit to avoid clashing with Galicia. Both teams gonna feel like they can win this one here as we're underway. High level action here in the Division 2 of the Cosmopolitan Soccer League. And Mielec starting with the ball, facing the early press of Galicia, Diego Campos, meeting the keeper, Galanec, early on. And Galicia looks to take control from the back. A bit too far to take control there. And they break quickly. But a good tackle there. Not out of danger yet. And Galicia making their way down the right wing, play it into Campos, who looks to try to put it on target, but it's just over. A tricky attempt there. Would have needed a lot of quality to get that on goal. But Galicia is showing some early initiative. It's going to be a goal kick here for Stal Mielec. On the ball here, they look to play it over the top. One ball through, and it looks successful. Takes it down, but is met by Simon Zhang. And eventually Kroos able to take possession back. But Mielec showing some early signs. And the press allows them to retake possession. Mark Xenia on the ball, beats his man, but not able to find anyone. Aurora here, looking to go the other way. A bit of a back and forth game here to start. Galicia on the ball. They were looking over the top, but not able to find anyone. And they settle it at the back. Kroos driving through the middle with a good ball down the left sideline, but it is offside. Cador not able to hold his run. Mielec back on the ball. They switch it back to the near side. Quadra takes possession. He looks for Balvin West, not able to find him. The keeper retrieving the ball here once again for another goal kick. The referee going to reset play here. Maybe a bit of an error there on the goal kick. And this time it is legal. Looks to switch it. Zhang plays it back. And a ball through here. Eventually cleared. West. Campos. Apologies for that, but the action is still going here. Mielec looking to take on his man, cuts inside, looks to cut back outside, but does get stopped. Cadora tracking back to help his defender. Fallon. The ball through, but it is offside once again. Mielec again. He's looking to spray this ball about the pitch early on here. Avanzini does deal with it. Going to be a free kick here for Galicia. Taken. Good ball to the back post, but a little too close to the line. And no Galicia player is able to meet it. No surprise here that this game has been full of action early on. Galicia are the highest scoring team in the league on 39 goals, which has contributed to them having the best goal difference in the league as well, on 20. They're going to look to put a lot past this team as well. Pradera puts it over the top. A good ball. They're not able to capitalize on it. Going to be a throw in here for Stal Mielec. Aurora on the ball, beats one man. A good tracking back there from the Mielec midfielder. And a ball straight over the top. Mielec pounces on the box, but it is dealt with by Kulabas, the keeper. Ball across. The Kulabas able to deal with it again. Takes his time. Ball over the top, but there's too much on it. Galicia able to claim. Galicia looks long. Avanzini deals with that. The ball makes its way back to Galicia. Ball goes all the way through to Culabas. And Pradera looks to build up from the back, playing a bit deeper than usual today. Fouling. Avanzini looks for West, but it is cut out. Kroos finds fouling. Kroos. Cadora looks up, sprays the ball forward, but it does find its way to Diego Campos, who looks to take a shot. It is blocked. Rower on it now. Quadra looks for a long shot, but Galicia calms his team with a simple claim. And the ball's through here. Goes out at the far side. Stal Mielec looking to retrieve the ball. It's going to be a corner. Played in. West doesn't deal with it completely, but eventually Kroos able to take possession. He plays it wide. Avanzini looks to play it back inside, but it is blocked. Galicia grabbing the ball here for a throw-in. And the ball is going to go back to Stal Mielec. Able to beat one man. Beats two men. West plays it across, looking for Campos. A bit strong, but Campos tries to track it down. Not able to keep it in. And Mielec throwing. Gonna have some substitutions here. And I'll take the time to remind you that today's Game in Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. And the throw-in's taken. A ball through here, but Culabas able to deal with that. A bit shaky. And there's a battle here. Kroos is beaten. Back across, but Culabas claims it. Plays it to Kroos. Pradera. Rora. Plays it to Campos. A good ball through. Campos, one-on-one with the defender. Tries to play it back across, but there was too much pressure, and he does play it out. Keeper bringing the ball back here. We're gonna have a goal kick. Plays it long. Kroos finds Cadora. Back to Kroos. Fallon. Cadora. Beats his man. Looks for Campos. Dealt with. Mark Zenia plays it back to Galanek. Fallon. The disruptor. Kroos. Avanzini. Fallon. Ball through here, but it is offside. Mielec. Goes out for another throw-in. Stal Mielec, who finished 9th, 10th, and 10th in the last 3 seasons, have been a consistent mid-table side. But this year they're doing much better, up in 5th. But they're under pressure here now. Cadora plays it across. But not enough quality on the ball as it is played out for a goal kick. Galicia, on the other hand, who were promoted in the 22-23 season, made playoffs the last 2 seasons, but lost in the semifinal and final. Can they make third time the charm here, as they sit in 3rd place right now? Fallon. Blocked. Makes its way back to Kroos. Ball's too strong for Cadora. It's going to be a Mielec throw-in. Switch back to the near side. Cleared. Fallon. Rora. Showing his ball carrying ability. The ref calls the play back. It's going to be a Galicia free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee measuring the steps as Mielec has to set up their wall. Looks like Quadra's over it. He has an effort. And it's on target, but Galicia able to claim it rather comfortably. Ball through here. A race here between Kroos and the 22. The 22 scuffs the shot. Big opportunity there for Mielec, but he's not able to capitalize on it. Galicia take back control, but not for long. Mielec making their way up the right side. A ball over the top here to Mielec. A good bit of play there. And it is offside. Galicia trying to restart play quickly, but are pulled back by the ref. Zhang. Rora, who's taking up a position here at left back to claim the ball. A ball through here. Looking for Avanzini. A good ball through. He cuts it back to Campos, who does make contact, but not strong enough contact to put it on target. Mielec looking for an option. Plays it back. The press here, though, from Rora. And it does go out for a throw-in. A pretty even game here so far. Both teams have had chances. Galicia on the ball there. The keeper showing his ball-playing ability. And the Galicia press, looking to keep up with them. Rora beats a man one-on-one, but Galicia able to make a massive save there. He meets Rora in the box, puts his body on the line, and is able to clear it with his legs. A massive moment there to keep Stal Mielec out of danger and keep this game level. Now Campos, another opportunity. He puts it on target, and this one does hit the back of the net. Diego Campos, who has been on a tear of form here, a hat trick in their last game. He's able to grab the first one here for Galicia and put them up 1-0 in this massive 6-pointer for the title race. That puts them level at the top of the table on points if things remain the same. A great ball through. And Campos, when he's in those positions, on his left foot, it's almost automatic. But Mielec gonna look to recover here. A good tackle here, but not quite, as the ref doesn't agree. Does call a foul on Mark Zenia. And he looks to play it over the top. A little short, but a battle here for the ball. Clem is dispossessed, fouling on the ball here. Breaking quickly, looking for his options. He plays it. Rora, plenty of space, beats a man, puts it on target, but a massive save Galicia proving himself to be the hero once again, maybe having Roar's number. He was beaten by Campos, but if not for him, this could be 3-0 in the first half. He looks like he's a little hobbled after his back-to-back heroics, but he's holding down the fort for his team, and he keeps his game within reach from Mielec. And a yellow card here. Looks like it's for Balvin West after a bit of a shove there. And a free kick here. Mielec playing it back as the sun has gone to hide. Hopefully the players are already warmed up here as the ball comes to the near side. Humanuk does well to keep that under control. A 1-2 here puts Humanuk down on the right side. He is tracked down by Kroos, who shows his recovery pace. And he wins not only the ball, but the goal kick for his team. Kulabas, Zhang, Fallon, nice Trivella there to find Cadora, and Cadora looks for West, a bit short, he's not happy with himself. Kroos clears. Humanuk showing a bit of skill, but not enough power on it as Galicia takes back possession. The ball underhit there. Was played down the line, but Pradera able to claim it. Zhang looking for an option. He decides to carry himself. Made a mistake there, but able to recover it. Aurora plays it through to Campos once again. The danger man who plays it on the back shoulder. It's a bit wide. Finds Cadora. Plays it back to Kroos. He's had himself a game so far. And Galicia recycle possession as they lost their options there on that attack. Quadra out wide. Finds Avanzini. Fallon. Kroos. Looks for Campos again, plays it through, but this time he is offside. Name of the game when you do play on the last man. Looking to find your way into dangerous positions. Galicia. Mielec taking their time. Looking to put together a spell of possession here that will hopefully lead to something more fruitful. And the ball here over the top. Humanuk, we've been waiting for that. He's down here, one-on-one with Kroos again. He plays it across, finds a man, but it is dealt with by Zhang. They're not out of the woods yet. Humanuk does look to be in a bit of pain here. But he does look like he's gonna get up and continue. It's gonna be a Galicia throw-in. Ball through the lines. Quadra loses his footing. Ball through, but it is offside. And the run was held just a bit there. They would have been, there was an open goal. Free kick here for Galicia. Kroos. Looking for some space. Cadora. Beats two men. Looks to play it through, but is blocked. Rora. Plays it to West. 1-on-1. And another massive save from Galanek. He has been the hero for Mielec so far. And he looks like he's serious about this title charge. But he is down. The ref going to take a look. And if he cannot continue, that will be a massive loss for Mielec, as he has kept them in this tie. He looks to be getting up, but for sure is hobbled. And might be a drop ball here for Mielec, who play it back to Galanek. Battle there on the far side, goes out for a throw-in. Another player down here. He is up, but looks to be making his way off the pitch. It's good to see he's able to at least walk off himself. And Kolak does take the field to replace the injured man. Rora. Back to Kroos. Avanzini racing down the wide side, but Galanek does claim. He throws it long. Kroos chests it away. Kodora finds Rora, who is tricky, but not able to beat his man this time. Rora plays it to Campos. Takes it a bit wider, and he puts it in the back of the net to make it 2-0. Campos, who just cannot stop scoring at the moment, grabs his second of the game. Receives a pass from Rora, who had already beaten a few men, and he beats one man himself, puts it on his weak foot, and puts it past the keeper. Making it 2-0 here at Randall's Island, and giving Galicia a bit more breathing room in this 6-pointer. Quadra. Rora. Looks out wide for Cadora. Cadora finds his way back to cross. And Galicia have won 4 games on the bounce, and they're not going to want to end the streak now, as they're looking to make it 5 here, or in a good position to do so. Rora at the edge of the area, just over the bar. He was looking to add to his goal tally for the season. That would have been his 11th. But it's just not enough dip on it to get it back under the bar. Mielec, although down here, are going to feel like they can get back in this, as they were the only team to defeat the previously undefeated New York International FC2, who were reigning at the top of the table, but Mielec did take them down. But they can beat anyone on their day. Rora. Fallon. Looks long. A race here. A bit of a missed kick from Galanek, but does well enough. But Rora is dealt with by the triple team. And a ball through here, Humanyuk. But it's a bit too narrow, and Cadora able to win it. And he does turn. He does well there to find Pradera. Quadra. Now a foul here. Going to be a Galicia free kick, and they're going to have a substitution as well, as Alan Marquez is going to take the field. I'm going to use this break to let you know to tune in later here on Game and Frame. Hoboken FC 1912 taking on Principian Freedoms at 4 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. And Central Park Rangers taking on Richmond County FC at 4 p.m. in the APSL Metropolitan Conference as well. You have a free kick. Rora down the wing, not able to beat his man. And now Mielec have an opportunity to break. Marquez, the substitute, battling, does get beaten, 1-on-1, and he puts it in the back of the net. The number 22, able to break from their set piece. They deal with that. And him by himself, without any options, takes on a 1v4, gets past the newly added Marquez, who has fresh legs, and is able to get it past Kulabas as well. And now it's 2-1, and Mielec are back in this game. Fedora. Rora. West, who's moved over to this left wing. Plays it back, but not able to find Campos. Gonna race for the ball here. Campos, finding Rora. On the ball, step over. His shot is blocked. Humanyuk, able to keep that in with a bit of skill. A flick attempted there by Solarski. But Galicia on the ball here. Fallon, who rarely loses it. Loses it here. Maybe the commentator's jinx, but he wins it back. Quadra, looking for his options. Finds Cadora. The ball a bit narrow there, too strong, and West not able to chase after it. Sorry, we were interrupted there a bit earlier, but just to let you know, a few more games here on Game and Frame coming up later. New York International FC versus New York Athletic Club, also in the APSL Metropolitan Conference at 7:30 p.m. And then finally, Zoom Schneider FC versus Laros SC, 7:30 p.m. as well in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. But as things stand, we have a lot of action here. 2-1 as they battle here. Kroos is called for a foul. It's going to be a Mielec free kick. Marzenia stands over it. Plays it in. With a lot of pace on it. Almost a shot technique for that pass. And it does fizz through all the players. No one able to get a touch to it. Goal kick here. Galicia. Zhang. Battle here. Bit of ping pong. But it is played. Labas, who calls for it and claims it. Ball through. West. Galanek off his line early. Does meet him just inside the area. Galicia, who finished third in the league last season, are in an identical spot right now, but are hoping to do better. The ball in. A bit of a miscommunication there from Mielec. The ball finds its way all the way through to Balvin West, who pretty much had an open net, but he isn't able to put it on target, just hits the side netting. And Mielec are going to breathe a sigh of relief. As we approach halftime and reach halftime, it is 2-1 to New York Galicia over Stal Mielec in the 6-pointer for the title race. A lot of action in that first half. A lot of goals left on the table. But stay tuned with us as we go into the interval, as both teams are going to feel that they can still win this one. We'll be back soon on Game and Frame.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobacs, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University and I play forward. The Salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards so I know that they're together and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game & Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And we're about to get back underway here after the break. Just a reminder, or if you're just tuning in, New York Galicia in the red, 2. Stal Mielec in the white, 1. It was an action-packed first half. And both teams vying for the title, level on 23 points, are going to want to stamp this game with a win in this 6-pointer. A few new players taking the pitch here for both sides. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there, but looks like we're about to get underway. Torre taking the pitch for the first time today. Beats his man. Plays the ball through, but it is cut out. A race here. Mielec. But Kroos wins it. Pradera plays it back to Kulabas. Campos is offside. He doesn't touch the ball, but the referee does deem it as enough of an influence to call it back. Kroos, Mielec plays it back in. Looks for Solarski, but not able to get a good touch on it. Play is called back here. Free kick for Galicia. Over the top here. Marquez battling for it. And the ball does find its way out of play. Marshaled well by the defender. And a quick goal kick. Down the left side here. Solarski plays it back centrally. And Campos wins it. Big opportunity here. Rora plays it wide for Opesamo, the substitute. And he puts it on target at the near post, but Galanek able to claim it comfortably. And he plays it quickly. Able to find Solarski. Kroos plays it to Opesamo. Through to Campos. Plays it back across. And it is blocked! A massive block by Stal Mielec, but they're still in danger. On the ball here, Rora. Blocked again! Calls here, though, maybe for a handball. But the referee is saying it hit his head. 2 massive blocks there from Stal Mielec. Now they're putting it all on the line to keep this game at 2-1 and give themselves a chance to make this comeback. But he did put his body on the line there, and he's taking a second to get up. He has reached his feet. It's going to be a Galicia corner kick. Ball's in. Campos eventually is blocked, but it does go back out. Another corner. Over the top. Goes through all the players. No one got a clean touch to it. But it looks like a bit of a deflection off of Stal Mielec, so it's going to be another corner for Galicia. Julian Torre going to take it. Plays it to the short side. Rora. Finds Torre. Plays it back in. Over the top. Hit. Rora. And he puts it at the far post. Able to make it 3-1 for Galicia. Wave after wave of attack on Stal Mielec's net. Maybe a bit scrappy the way the ball found its way back to them, but it did, and Rora shows his quality as he's able to grab a goal and make this 3-1, and that's his 11th goal on the season, the top goal scorer for New York Galicia. Once again, Galicia with a bit more breathing room in this game. But Mielec are still in it. Carrying here. Tries to play it over the top. It's a bit too narrow. Pradera finds Mohammed. Also a new player for the second half. Looks to play it to Marquez, but it's a bit behind him. Not able to keep that under control. Marzenia, a bit of a push there, and he earns a free kick for Mielec. Plays it through, but Kulabas does claim it. Torre finds Rora. Pradera. Mohammed. Back to Mohammed. Rora. Dummied. Well there by Torre, finding Opes Samo. Plays it across. Torre, and he puts it in the back of the net. What a play. Comes from a bit of his ingenuity to let the ball run through and find Opes Samo, and he uses that opportunity to crash the box. Opes Samo cuts it back, and Torre, making an impact immediately in this second half, grabs his goal, hitting the roof of the net and making that 4-1. Galicia taking a commanding lead here in the second half, and it looks like they could be starting to pour in the goals, something that they've done in their last two games, which finished 9-3 and 9-4 respectively. And they're back on the ball here. Torre, Mohammed, finding Rora. He beats his man, but it's straight at Galanek, who's able to deal with that. The ball's high here. Mohammed not able to keep it under control, but he does win it back. Quadra, a race here. Marquez plays it back to Kulabas. Like I mentioned, last time out, Galicia had a massive 9-4 win versus East River FC, which put them in this prime position to really challenge for this title. And now with a 4-1 lead here, they are looking primed to go level at the top of the table. Free kick here from Mielec. A miscue there, and Torre back on the ball. And there's a good ball through to Campos. He's able to just keep it under control. And though he's surrounded by a few defenders, it looks like it is a handball as he flicks the ball up and then meets the defender's arm. Referee sees it from a distance, and it's going to be a penalty for Galicia. If they score this, they can make it 5-1 and potentially put this game out of reach. And Diego Campos steps up to it, who's on a potential hat trick. Can he make it back-to-back hat tricks for New York Galicia? The referee blows. And Campos. It is saved by Galanek. A massive save to keep his team with the dream in this game. Despite being down 4-1, Galanek has been a hero for Mielec because this game could have been out of reach a long time ago, and Campos runs that out of play. We could have been looking at 6 or 7-1, but the game remains at 4 thanks to Galanek's heroics. But the pressure continues. Javier Campos not able to keep that one in play. A good play there from Campos to Campos. Javier looking to play it across, but Galanek does claim it off of the deflection. The referee does seem to think it went out, and we're going to get a New York Galicia corner. Played in. Tried to find Mohammed, not able to find him. A bit of miscommunication there. And the ball finds its way back to Marquez, but he's under pressure. Does well to beat one man, finds Torre. But now, Torre plays it across to Mohammed. And Galicia have played their way out of danger there. And Ope Sambo racing down the left side. Creates a bit of separation, but lets his defender get back into it. And it goes out again. Goal kick here for Mielec, who did lose last week to New York Finest FC, who Galicia actually beat recently, 9-3. So a bit of an up and down patch of form here for Mielec, who beat New York International the game before that. And the ball's blocked there. Torre on it. Finding Rora. The referee does call it back. Bit of danger there, but Kulabas deals with it. Torre. Played through by Rora. Campos on it now. Racing, but he does have a defender in between. He beats one. Beats the keeper. Looks for Campos. And it finds its way in the back of the net. A bit scrappy there. Mielec going to feel. But Campos does well to beat his defender, beat the keeper, find Javier Campos, who does just enough to redirect it on target and place it in the side netting to make this 5-1 to New York Galicia. Galicia have really opened up the scoring here in the second half, showing that no team in the league can score with them on their day. And Campos here again. Good touch, but this time he does put it in the side netting, the outside netting. It's going to be a goal kick. Aurora beats one. Looking for an option. Plays it through to Marquez. He's honing in on the net. Puts it across. It is just wide. A good opportunity there for Marquez. So he looks to pick out the far corner. He's just not able to keep it on frame. And Stal Mielec are going to take back possession here. But as the keeper goes to grab the ball, I want to let you know that today's Game and Frame broadcast is sponsored by Umbro. You can head to umbroteam.com to start designing your team kit for free now. Produced by Umbro, designed and worn by you. Mielec building up here. A ball through to the 22 is scored already. The Kulabas off his line early. Deals with the danger. Campos plays it wide to Marquez. Back into Torre, but not able to grab that one. Humaniuk battling with Ope Samwo. He wins it. Gets it here. An opportunity outside the area, but it is off target. Drags it wide, making it a New York Galicia goal kick. Stal Mielec, who are 3 points off the top position, are in 5th place, which is the last playoff position, and they're 4 points clear of New York Shamrocks, who are in 6th. But today does give them an opportunity to get back in it. Aurora does well here, edge of the area, but he himself puts it wide, back to back, after Mielec does the same. Aurora, though, showing off his ball carrying ability to get in dangerous positions. Ball through here. 22. Holding on to it. Finding someone at the edge of the area. A bit of a misfire there. And Mielec are not able to keep it in their possession. Mohammed plays it to Campos. Back to Mohammed. He beats one. Finds Javier Campos. Out wide to Ope Samwo. He cuts inside. Torre looking for an option. Plays it, chips it over. But the defender does well to get tracked back there. And he clears the danger. Solarski battling with Marquez. And the referee does call a foul here. Mark Zenia on the ball, looking to take this free kick. Finds Humaniuk. He's come a bit more centrally to try to create something. Mielec doing well to hold on to the ball here. As long as they have it, Galicia can't add to the tally. Mohammed, a bit of a miss kick there. Opportunity, and it hits the post. And Mohammed eventually making up for his mistake and getting that one out of danger. But Mielec back in here, and that one's wide. A bit unfortunate there, as they're denied by the woodwork, but Galicia will not complain as they're able to keep the scoreline to 5-1, and now they have possession. Rora. Quadra outside to Kroos. Down the line to Ope Samuel. And it is defended well. Goes out here for a throw-in. Galicia retrieving the ball. Gonna look to capitalize on his throw-in in a relatively dangerous area. They do play their way back to Pradera. And he looks to shoot. And is just over the bar, showing his long shooting ability. But he isn't able to keep that one down. Galanek plays it long. Torre not able to control that. And the ball through here goes all the way to Kulabas. Galicia will be taking on New York International FC2, who are second in the table in their next match. That's going to be a massive game in this title race. Back-to-back 6-pointers for Galicia. And Mohamed makes his way up the pitch here. Javier Campos. Blocked. Mohamed, and a good save from Galanek. But back to Javier. And he doesn't hit it cleanly. Galanek able to claim. And another massive save from him. Definitely the man of the match for Mielec specifically, as he's doing all he can to keep them in this match. Rora plays it back. Bit of danger here. Solarski. Look for an option. Plays it long, but overhits it. And Kulabas able to claim. Ball there, looking for Rora, able to find him. He looks to play it back into Campos, and Campos makes it a brace. Only coming on at halftime. He's already scored 2 here. Javier Campos, that is, not to be confused with Diego Campos' brace. And this game is getting a bit out of hand, as it's now 6-1 to New York Galicia. And Gabby Arfel takes the pitch, looking to see this game out, as well as Carbonell. Rora getting clapped off by his coach after a great performance. Ball through, finds no one. Pradera. Mohamed. Artful, the substitute. Looks for Opesamwo with the ball. Finds itself a bit too close to the keeper. Torre in a battle there with Esposito. And finally, Carbonell, the substitute. Looks for Campos. It's a little behind him. Quadra. Clem. A good ball through the lines. And now played out with Kulabas off his line once again. Able to grab that one. Mohammed. Pradera looks for options, finds Javier Campos. Artful. Back to Torre. Pradera puts it on target, but the keeper equal to it. Palms it out of bounds. It's going to be a Galicia corner. Quadra going to take. Plays it in. Headed out. And the counter is dealt with quickly. Torre. Pradera, back to Torre. Plays it across. And Carbonell puts his body on the line to try to meet the ball, but isn't able to do so. But he looks to win the ball back here for his team. The referee doesn't call anything. And Galonek eventually able to claim it. Humanyuk beats two men at once. Looking for an option, blocked by Torre. Marquez. Klim. The Campos as well to win it back for Galicia. Opesamwo. Finds Carbonell. The ball goes out of play. Opesamwo looking to take the throw in. Artful. Pradera. Played through. Carbonell puts it over the bar. Another big opportunity there for him, but he's not able to capitalize quite yet. And Mielec making a substitution here. Nazardi Kupchak taking the field for the first time today. Javier. Javier. Look to find Ope Samuel. A bit high, but he is able to control it. And Mielec on the break. But Mohammed does well to recover. Torre. Looking for Diego, who just puts it wide. Takes it first time on his stronger foot, but it did take a bit of body contortion to get a clean strike on that, and he isn't able to keep it within the goalposts. Another massive opportunity for Galicia, who have slowed down a bit on what has been a high-scoring second half so far. Torre. Looking for Campos, who gets muscled off the ball in their race. Does come into contact with the keeper. Looks accidental. But Galanek is down for the moment. The referee taking a look. And he's back on his feet. Torre sizes it up, and Galanek makes another massive save. The ball had just enough dip on it, and it was coming just under the bar, but Galanek tips it over, showing a bit of athleticism there, and he's able to keep this game from going further out of reach. Ball in on the corner. Played over everyone. And it goes out for a Mielec throw-in. Solarski. Not able to find his way out of trouble there. Fouling on the ball. Tried a 1-2. Not able to find him. Ball played to Campos, who hits it first time. Not cleanly though. And he took enough pace off the ball for Galanek to be able to get down and grab that one. It was bouncing though, so it was a bit tricky. And Zheng there heads it away. And Torre finding Cadora. There's the cut back inside, cuts outside, plays it across, but no one able to meet it. A good ball across the frame of goal. But it goes past everyone. Fallon finds Ope Samuel. Ope Samuel beats his man, but runs into another. Bit of luck there for Galicia, but eventually it is cleared. The danger dealt with by Solarski. And it's going to be a Galicia throw-in as they look to bring Balvin West back on the pitch. And Campos, just shy of his hat trick. Looks like he's going to rest for the day. Solarski finds Klim through here, finding Kupchak, but he isn't able to track down the ball as it finds its way out of play. As we go to retrieve it, I want to remind you to tune in later here on Game and Frame. At 4 p.m., we have Hoboken FC, 1912 versus Pencyprian Freedoms. Also at 4 p.m., Central Park Rangers versus Richmond County FC, both in the APSL Metropolitan Conference. And later at 7:30 p.m., we have New York International FC versus New York Athletic Club, and Zum Schneider FC versus Leros SC, also in the APSL Metropolitan Conference, all here on Game and Frame. Good play there, Javier. Bacadora does lose it. Kupchak on it. Umanyuk. Kolak. Javier Campos. Look to take a shot, but once again not able to keep it down. Stal Mielec. We don't have much time left to mount what would be a fairy tale comeback. Do have SC Eintracht in their next game, who are down in 14th place. So they're going to hope to bounce back in that one. Fallon. Bit of a misfire there. Balvin West isn't able to keep his touch close enough. But now he's back on it again. It is called back here. It's going to be a Mielec free kick. Galonek plays it long, only as far as Fallon. Carbonell to Campos. Looks for West. Isn't able to control it. And well played there to find Solarski. He continues his run. Still on it. Solarski. Forced wide. Not able to find an option there. And Mohammed does well to put that out of play. But they're not out of the woods yet. Throw in here, finding Umanyuk. Plays it across. Mohammed heads it away. Kupchak finding the 22, but it is blocked by Mohammed. Opesambo plays it across with the outside of his boot, but he isn't able to find Balvin West. Solarski just takes his eye off the ball as he looks up the field and he isn't able to keep that one under control. Simon Zhang. Ball finds Galanek. Does well to beat one man. And now on the break, Mielec. Humanyuk looking for options. Beats his man. Plays it back across, but Zhang blocks it. Fallon to the ground, and eventually Kulabas able to grab the ball. Maybe some shouts there for handball, but the referee does not see it. Kadora beats 2. Beats 3 potentially, finds Campos. He puts it on target, but Galanek with another big save. He gets the ground quickly and does well to force it well wide. But it is going to be a Galicia corner. Played in. A bit too high there. Mielec prepare for the goal kick. Good ball there for Humanyuk to find Solarski. He faces Arfel and he switches it back. But eventually Mohammed clears the danger. And now Torre looking for options. Tries to find Wes, but it's just out of reach. Goal kick here. Mohammed. That's Carbonell. Open Samuel. Fallon. Finds Campos. Plays it across. Bit of a battle here. Carbonell goes to ground, but the referee continues play. Mohammed calming things down, finding open Sambo. Torre. Fallon. Not able to claim that, but Torre does well to relieve the pressure. Humanyuk. A challenge there from Campos earns the yellow card. It's going to be a Mielec free kick. Now both Campos and West are on yellows. And they're going to have to be careful, as they won't want to miss the matchup against New York International FC on Thursday. Free kick here from Mielec, and the referee measures the distance for the wall. Big opportunity here to grab a goal back, potentially protect their goal difference, as is going to be crucial here in the latter stages of the season. They play it out wide. Throw in here. Opesambo clears the danger, and now on the break, but it is dealt with. Mielec. Approaches the area. And we do reach full time here at Randall's Island. New York Galicia put on a scoring display in the second half to separate themselves from Stal Mielec and put themselves level at the top of the table on 26 points. This game here finishing 6-1 to Galicia, who have now made it 5 wins in a row. They're potentially the most informed team in the league. A good afternoon of action here, and thank you for joining us here on Game and Frame. We'll be back shortly with some interviews with New York Galicia. But this has been an amazing afternoon of action. See you soon.
From soccer fields across the USA to the legendary stadiums of Spain and Portugal, for 40 years, Petrobax has been the go-to expert for group travel to Spain and Portugal. We organize soccer group trips from start to finish. Flights, hotels, transportation, and guided tours, all perfectly coordinated by our experienced team. Your trip can include attending La Liga and Portuguese Primeira Liga games, matches against local teams, pro training sessions, and even tournaments. As true experts in Spain and Portugal, we'll ensure you also experience the rich history, vibrant culture, and incredible food these countries are famous for. Celebrating 40 years of crafting unforgettable journeys to Spain and Portugal. Petrobax, your team, your passion, your trip to Spain and Portugal starts here.
My name is Austin Brummett. I'm a men's soccer player at San Diego State University, and I play forward. The Salt air case helps block odor from my cleats when I'm driving in my car or when I'm keeping my cleats inside my house, so I don't have to worry about it stinking up my room. It helps me keep track of my cleats and my shin guards, so I know that they're together, and I don't have to worry about tracking them down or losing them or stressing out about where they are. I would definitely rock this, walking to the games, walking around to my trainings. And it's super helpful for travel. When I travel in the airport to go to away games, it's not going to stink up my backpack or stink up the plane where I'm sitting. Magnetic strip on the top is super easy to open to take my cleats out and to put my cleats back in. I think it's an essential part of my outfit for soccer, and it helps keep all my stuff organized and stink-free.
A quality highlight reel is crucial for college and pro recruitment. A lot of services offer generic solutions, but at Game and Frame we know every player is unique and needs a personalised approach to win over coaches. Our process is simple. We work with any footage, and if you need help finding your best plays, we'll review games for you. Once we've finished, you'll have a reel you can upload to any recruitment platform. We've helped hundreds of players get the attention they deserve, including placements in Division 1 programs. Scan the QR code or email us for a free consultation and start the journey to maximize your recruitment potential.
And we're back here on Game and Frame. I'm here with Danny Fallon and Ege Kulabas after New York Galicia just defeated Stal Mielec 6-1 on the day. How are you guys feeling about that team performance? It's 5 in a row now.
We're feeling good. I think we've come back strong from the winter break. Happy with the win, and then we're looking at next Thursday's game.
We're scoring a lot, conceding less. We've been playing great these past few days, and hopefully we can do the same moving forward.
And talk to me about it, your individual performances. Like you said, the last few games you conceded a bit more, but this game you're able to keep it to 1. How's it been? What have you guys been working on? And both of you been disrupting well, saving, claiming a lot of balls coming off your line. How are you guys feeling about that?
It's good. We've conceded less today, and we're looking to keep improving. We've had a strong squad and lots of rotation, but we're keeping the quality up when we're doing the squad rotation, so it's been nice.
I think we're just getting used to the new formation. I think the first 2 games were us kind of getting used to it, making mistakes, and this game we didn't do as much. So yeah, hoping we can do the same moving forward.
And you guys mentioned it already. This week you have a massive game against New York International FC2. You guys are now with them in the table on a title charge. How are you guys feeling about going into that game?
We're feeling good. We need to cool down today and recover and get ready for Thursday. We're just going to treat it as another game.
Absolutely. I'm just very excited, and it's getting close, and we'll be there.
For sure. Well, we're excited for that one. Congrats again on today's game, and thank you for joining us here on Game and Frame. This has been New York Galicia. I'm Keandre Batodier, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.